All right, we have a Q&A.
We do. What is it?
This is from the Unnecessary Fan, the completely unnecessary account, which is not me, Ian. Shigeru Miyamoto thinks that Nintendo should adapt more of their franchises into movies. What Nintendo franchises would you like to see adapted into movies or Netflix shows? I'm glad he put in or Netflix shows here because not everything could work as a movie. Ian, what do you think here? Looking at, I'll bring up Nintendo franchises.
I'm sorry, not reversals, counters. I'm bringing it up.
Are you really bringing this back up?
Because I just saw it is. It's holding square.
And that goes all the way back?
That goes far back. So that's how you can counter when they're running at you. Like if they try to do an.
That's not a reversal. That's a counter, and I knew that.
Counters. Whatever.
I can't believe you're still on that.
I pulled it up.
Yes, you can hold the button to like hop over the guy.
So I'm thinking counters, not reversals.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Ian, for jettisoning the topic here. So, Ian, what Nintendo franchises, would you like to see?
As movies?
Or Netflix. I like that he put or Netflix. That opens up everything there.
You know, it's not one that I play a lot of. As a matter of fact, I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I think Pikmin would make for really good like animated shorts. I think
like Pixar animated short stuff.
Yeah, I think like the style, the look of the characters. I think you could do like claymation or something like that. I think it would be really, really fun to see that done in animated shorts or little movies like that.
All little color guys have all different personalities or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I think that would be one that would be very interesting. I also think the world that Metroid exists in could be interesting with the space police and stuff like that.
Now, would that be a better movie or like a limited series?
I think that would probably be a better series,
like a Boba Fett type of.
Yeah, I think that would be a better series, not a movie.
Because then you can get into her backstory more. Basically, it's Boba Fett. Samus is kind of like Boba Fett, silent bounty hunter. You know what you don't know anything about him or her. You need time to pull back the layers.
Right.
So yeah, it'll probably. I still gotta watch Mandalorian. There isn't enough on Disney Plus for me to buy yet. There isn't.
No,
besides Mandalorian, what am I going to watch? Sorry. So that'd be like a good 6 to 8 episode series somewhere.
Yeah,
I think.
But I think those are the two that come to mind the most for me. Obviously, I think a lot of people want to see Zelda.
Zelda's a rough one because Zelda.
I still don't think that would make a good movie or even TV series.
You'd have to go Lord of the Rings if it was a movie. It'd be like a 3-hour movie. It can't be like an hour and a half. Super Mario Brothers works for movies to me. That's an hour and a half movie.
Sure.
For kids. That's fine. That works. I did not like the cartoons when I was a kid for some reason. I watched them and I was like, they're kind of shallow even for 10-year-old Pat. I didn't like them that much. Legend of Zelda, I think you could probably do, well, they're going to do the Lord of the Rings Amazon show, which is, they're pumping so much money into that, so we'll see. You could do an hour-long show. I think Zelda would just be an epic movie. It'd be like a 2.5 to 3 hour movie. I think you have to do it like that.
I think once you have to
because it's one large story, breaking it up would kind of be weird for Zelda. At least for me, Legend of Zelda.
I think once you give Link a voice, it gets weird.
You think it'd be weird?
I mean, he's been
I want in the cartoon.
Yeah. No one's.
Excuse me.
No one's going back to the cartoon as something that was particularly great. He's been a silent protagonist for so long that I just don't. Everyone's got a different idea as to what his personality is.
He's a noble elf kid. I mean, or elf teen, whatever the hell he is. What do you mean? What?
Not something I would want to see.
Just because of the voice? Really?
Yeah, I don't want to see a character that has not had a personality for years and then have them suddenly give him a personality.
It'd be like any elf in Lord of the Rings. It'd be like noble and austere, like save the day.
I think that ruins it a bit.
It ruins it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd always wanted to see like a Lord of the Rings budget Zelda movie. I think it'd be amazing. It would probably cost like $300 million, but I don't think it'd make its money back. Or maybe it would. I don't know.
I mean, it could look outstanding, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, that's how it look.
And that's the problem. I think visually, the world is rich enough to absolutely do it, but I just don't see how they would bring him in as a character.
So those are the three big ones we hit on. We hit on Metroid being cinematic, probably Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers. They are doing the movie. I think it's like is it still 2 years away? Jesus Christ!
It's crazy. The fucking theme park opens before the movie comes out.
They announced that movie like 2.5 years ago, I thought.
Yeah.
Like it was a while. I know it was a while, but I mean, like, I know animated movies take time, but God, you gotta have a script ready at least by this point. Looking at there's not a huge amount that'd be, I think, both cinematic and be able to appeal to a lot of people. The more I look at some of these games, You couldn't really do Punch Out because I think that's like you're doing Rocky at that point. I don't think enough people would be interested in Kid Icarus. How about a Kirby animated series? That'd be cute.
There is a Kirby.
Oh,
cartoon.
they did?
Yeah, there's a Kirby cartoon.
Was it in the U.S.? Mm-hmm. Was it cute?
It was cute. It was adorable. Fire Emblem, I think, is probably doable as well. I think that would make a very good limited series. I don't think you would necessarily want to do that as a movie. Fire Emblem games, they have a silent protagonist, but it's different in each game.
So you wouldn't care if you heard
It's
him.
literally just a placeholder. So they could just make a new...
So it'd be like a serial series. Like one season is one story with these characters.
You could, or I mean, you could just create a character to be the main character since there's tons of characters surrounding them.
And there's drama. It's like, Game of Thrones-ish a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. The multiple houses, politics between all that.
Just less nudity and penises in the series, probably.
Probably.
Than Game of Thrones.
So that would probably work.
Penises in NES game. I was thinking about there'd be a way to do an F-Zero game if that would be F-Zero series if that'd be interesting, like Speed Racer. If that would be
that could be amusing. I actually thought
all the top characters.
Yeah, and they are over the top characters.
I guess you follow Captain Falcon as the main character unless you create a new one. I guess it'd be Captain Falcon. You would follow. We'll settle it in the race, Falcon.
I hate to say it, because the characters are over the top and there's natural drama associated with something like racing or sports. I would almost say that
it's basically Speed Racer, not F-Zero.
That would have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, they probably were influenced heavily by Speed Racer.
And I love Speed Racer.
I never got into the cartoon. It was
I love it.
Too weird for me as a kid. The characters opening and closing their mouths, like weird animation like that.
I think I've got all the. I think I'm one.
What was that? The mid '60s? When was Speed Racer?
Speed Racer was mid '60s. I'm one DVD away from having all the episodes on DVD.
Oh, they're on iTunes and Amazon Prime. Did you see the movie? What do you think of that live action movie?
Didn't. I didn't want to see it. Yeah, first episode was 67.
It says 66 on Wikipedia.
I didn't want to see it because I was like, this is ridiculous. But
it's supposed to be ridiculous.
I need to. Everyone says it's fantastic.
Is it supposed to be ridiculous though, Speed
Yeah,
Racer?
it is. But like I was like, I don't know. I didn't want to see like I'm weird about seeing cartoons translated to live action. But this definitely seems like the one that would make the most sense.
And it bombed horribly, didn't it? Because like, who knows about Speed Racer in the U.S. that cares about it that much?
Lots of people cared about Speed Racer.
Lots, Ian.
But I think it was just a weird choice for a movie. But Vonnie saw it and said it was excellent. Literally every person I've talked to has said it's actually a fantastic movie.
All 20 did.
Like visually, it's fantastic. It's supposed to, capture the cartoon very well. So it's
2008. Wow, is that long ago?
So now that I've been reminded about it, I will probably
Susan Sarandon is in it.
I will probably watch this. Christina Ricci's in it.
Christina Ricci. Where's she been? She hasn't been around lately.
I don't know.
Still looking good, Christina. Still looking good. Okay, try to think of anything else. That'd be an interesting one. Zelda, Mario. No.
I went through the Smash
list.
Brothers roster.
I don't want to see a Smash Brothers.
No,
game.
I said I went through the Smash Brothers roster in my head.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
to figure out who, what are the big properties.
Donkey Kong series, that wouldn't make sense. Maybe Donkey Kong Country. Maybe that'd be a nice animated series.
Sure.
Do it the same style. Do it like that, the CG.
Yeah.
Half CG, half drawn style. That could be interesting. Yeah, there's enough characters in Donkey Kong Country to do that. Then I think about it. Actually, that appeals to me more than I thought it would. Than I'm thinking about. Okay, how many do you think will actually happen though after the Super Mario Brothers movie? Because Miyamoto's saying we got to do more of these. Do you think there'll be Metroid? I'd say Metroid and Zelda are the surefire ones they're going to do.
I think Metroid and Zelda are the two that make the most sense.
Because they're different enough from Super Mario Brothers.
Make the most sense from a commercial standpoint.
And
I still think F-Zero makes the most sense from an actually watchable.
From an
actually watchable
now he
standpoint.
wants to see F-Zero.
I'd watch that.
He wants to see the races with the ramps and the sound effects. Oh man. Okay, well, it's a fun podcast.
It is.